And this crochet hook came. I'm going to do a review. This green tape and stuff, that's just covering up my personal information. That's not how the box came. So let's break into here. You wonder why my scissors are always so dull. Oh. Got some personal information on there. I might have to cut that. Here's my thing here. So I got the Supernova Streamline Galaxy crochet hooks in a 6mm J, and it costs $25 US plus shipping. Okay, let's see what we got here. This seems like a gigantic box for a hook, but they can be fragile. Excellent. It's well packaged. You know, they had the end consumer in mind. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get rid of that. This is smaller than I thought it would be. Maybe I ordered the different one than I intended. Oh no, well, that's the right one. Okay. So here is the hook there, J 6mm. It's an inline hook head, and it's made out of like a resin, I believe. So for the next couple of months, I am going to put this through its paces. If you've seen some of my ASMR videos, you know how fast I crochet. And this is going to slow me down a little bit because I'm not used to using this style of crochet hook head, but I imagine I'll get used to it very quickly. So yeah, I'm going to start crocheting with this, and I will pop in with impressions that I have as I go, or otherwise I'll see you in a couple months, but a couple seconds for you. All right, so I'm going to try out this hook now, and I'm sorry that it's black yarn. There's just a project that I'm working on that needs black squares. I'll try to get some footage. I'm going to use this a lot, so I'll have some more footage of this hook with yarn you can actually see better. So let's go. Okay, my first double crochet didn't go very well. That might not be the hook though. Hang on. Hey, light. Okay. This is a different shape of hook that I'm used to working with. What is happening? So I just need to get used to the new different style. Boy. I'll direct you to my Mio Crochets a 13 round square video to see how I do with hooks that I'm used to for a speed difference. As far as how it feels in my hand, it's fine. It feels different. Wow, that's really annoying. Okay, hang on, what's happening? Okay. The yarn keeps falling out of the hook. And again, that could just be that I'm not used to it, but this first attempt with it, I'm not super impressed. It's almost like this end of the hook, like right at the tip here, is too wide or something. And if that's the part that keeps breaking, and I don't know, I gotta look that up. I've heard a lot of people say that this hook breaks over time. Wow. Oh. Okay. Okay. Starting to maybe get the hang of it. Do you hear that sound when I'm pulling through? I can feel the vibrations from it in the hook. Oh, I split the yarn. That may or may not be the hook's fault. It's so much louder than when my metal hooks. All right. Wow, there's lots of cat hair here. Sorry about that. We got new brushes for the cats, and they're kind of obsessed with them. Especially Wolfie. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is really, grabbing the yarn after inserting the hook is gotta be the burr on there? No, I don't think so. It seems pretty smooth. I feel like this hook is ripping up the yarn. It sounds like it's ripping up the yarn. You know, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep fussing with this, and maybe I'll get the hang of the shape of this hook at some point. And I'll come back after I've had a few hours on this hook. Okay, so I finished the 11 round square, and I had to take a lot of breaks because while this handle was great in my hook hand, it actually felt really nice. It's a very good shape for me. I kind of wish all of my hooks had that kind of, it like fits right where it needs to, that sort of lump bit there. I really like that. My problem is with the head. I don't generally use inline hooks, so I wonder if that's the problem, but I do use them sometime, but I don't usually have the problem that I had with this, and that is that something about the hook shape, it was giving me more resistance when on the pull throughs. Like, this is just a granny square. It's using double crochet stitches in US terms, and it's just, you know, there's a lot of yarn over pull through too happening, and which it's like a staple in crochet, right? And it was just so much work comparatively to what I'm used to, even to the inline hooks that I'm used to. So I'm not sure I can keep using this because my yarn tensioning hand hurts a lot. This is the hand that I hold the project with, and I felt like I don't know, I'm gonna have to stop crocheting today, even though I have a lot to do, because I don't want to end up with any kind of chronic problem. I am going to see if I have a friend who uses inline hooks normally and see if they'll test it out for me. I suspect it'll be better, but I guess we'll see. Another thing that I noticed is it seems really big. Now, I'm in the process of switching my main stash over to this yarn, so I don't have as much experience with how big an 11 round square should be in this yarn. I do happen to have, from my Mio Crochets a Granny Square video, this 13 round square. So I'm gonna put it down. This is the same yarn, just in a different color. And I'm gonna put the square I finished today over top. And just trying to center it here. I don't wanna pull either of them out of shape. I don't know if you can see this, but this 11 round square with the Furls hook is roughly equivalent to a 12 round square with my regular boy hook. This is the hook that I normally use with this yarn. You can see it's also a J10 6mm, and it's by Boy, but it's not an inline hook. You see it's got that bulbous hook on it. And yeah, if we compare the hook size, the hook shapes, let's see. Oh, you know what? The hook's even bigger. The hook is bigger. Well, there's the problem. So that's so weird. I don't think this is a 6mm hook. I kind of measured it before, but hang on, I've got some calipers. Unfortunately, it's a digital caliper and the battery's dead, but it still works as a, so I won't be able to use the screen, but it still will. Let's see, I was trying to put the yarn about there. It is 6mm there. Oh, hang on. I'm going to put it as tight as I can around this sort of thing. So we're into 5mm there. If I slide it down, we're at about 6. But look at that. You don't get very far before it starts getting up into the 7 range. Yeah, okay, so the hook head is bigger than I'm used to. Show you there. Wow, look at that difference. Sorry, if you don't use the kind of hooks that I do, maybe this isn't blowing your mind like it is mine, but that is a significant difference in size. Oh, no wonder I was having trouble. Okay, but also the area where you can keep your loops and have them be to gauge. I'm trying to line them up so they start roughly there, and the Furls hook goes to about there. And you see I still got about 1 centimeter before I get to the thumb rest. Let me do it from this direction. Okay, this is hard because the Furls hook is bigger, right? Okay. So roughly lining up, this is where they start their gauge area, and the Furls goes to about here. Look how much room I have before that's insane. No wonder. So yeah, I can't keep using this for my pattern design samples because the gauge is going to be way too far off. I kind of wish I'd gotten a 5.5. If I'd known this was an issue, I wish I'd gotten a 5.5mm. Anyway, I'll see if I can find a friend who uses inline hooks and can give us some feedback. So I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this hook over some footage that we took while we went out on a drive back in the summer. So I had a friend try out the hook, and she had the same reaction I did. It's like it's too big of a gauge and it's hard to work with, and she would not recommend it either. So I don't think the problem was me. That being said, would I recommend buying this hook? Well, it really depends on what you're looking for. If you want some beautiful crochet related decor and you're ready to spend $50 on it, which is about what it cost me in Canadian dollars, then this is perfect. It's beautiful. It would look great on a shelf. It's crochet themed. It's wonderful. If you're looking for a crochet hook, I'm afraid I can't recommend it. I had so many problems with this hook. It felt great in my hook hand, but it hurts so much to work with. In fact, when I gave it to my friend to test for me, I told her just to keep it. This is like, I'm so upset that it didn't work out for me. This is like, I don't want to see it again. So I guess that's my review of the hook. I'm not surprised that people report it breaking. So it's beautiful and pricey. And I'd have to say, no, I will not be buying any more of these hooks. Thanks for watching. And you know, I have to rip the square out and do it again, but not today.